Good morning, Capital Fund's Mortgage Fund 1 investors. This is Alex Bogomil, your fund manager of Capital Funding's Mortgage Fund 1. Reached out to everyone today to give you a June monthly performance report of the fund to let you guys know how we did in June and to just give you an update on Capital Funding's as to what we're up to at the office, what we've got going on, how we're going to make things even greater in the future. So let's jump into the performance report and we'll go from there. All right, so let's take a look at the monthly performance report. In June, there was a 9.08% return, a little bit less than May of 11.61 and April of 10.09. And the reason isn't because of loan performance, it's actually just because the loan origination income was down. In the month of June, we didn't have capital, so we weren't investing in new loans, which creates loan origination income. So as we get payoffs and actually have new capital investments into the fund, we'll have new loan originations, which will create loan origination income, and we'll be able to increase that yield for you guys. So good news is over the past month, we've raised about $1 million in new capital into the fund with new investors, and we've got a lot of more commitments coming forward. So the fund is really starting to take off. We've got some history under our belts in the fund. People feel comfortable with it. The word is getting out. We're making a lot of presentations. And so we're going to expect more and more capital to come in, create a lot more loan origination income, and to help increase our yields. We're still year to date at 9.94% annualized yield. So that's within our 9 to 11% target and right under knocking on the door of 10%, which is where I want you guys and myself to be. Remember, I'm an investor in the fund too, so I'm trying to get these returns as high as possible as well. So if you go through here, we sent this performance report out to you guys by email. You've probably taken a look at it. But things to note, the net asset value of the fund is now over $8 million, so that's really, really good. Everything else is pretty much remaining the same. We've had some payoffs, had some continued originations, and the average loan size is remaining about the same. We can expect that probably to go up in the near future as some of the older loans pay off and we reinvest that money into new loans. So going through here, very much the same. All the details, all of our year-to-date information is down here too. So take a look. Okay, so what I did want to share with you guys is on a monthly basis, we're having our third-party fund administrator, High Divide, perform unaudited financial statements. If you've been to one of our presentations, we've talked about this. We think it's something that really sets us above other investment opportunities, is that we provide a monthly unaudited financial statement, and at the end of the year, we'll have audited financial statements. So let's take a look. We've got a balance sheet, our assets and liabilities. Once again, it's going to show over $8 million. That's a cool milestone for us. We've got our schedule of investments. This is what our fund has invested in at the moment. So it ties in so you know that, hey, we're invested in these mortgages and we've got a cash position as well too. So then we're going to go to our statement of operations. So you're going to see our investment income and our expenses on a year-to-date basis. And then the last schedule is just going to be our members' capital schedule. Remember, this is all unaudited, but it is prepared each month, and we're going to start sending this out with our monthly email to you guys. So you really have an understanding of what's going on in the fund. We want to be as transparent as possible with you guys. We don't want you to feel like this is a black box. All right, so what's going on at Capital Fundings? What are we up to? One thing that we're pretty excited about is we started using an app called Smart Charts, and this is offered through our MLS. So it aggregates all of the MLS data, and then it lets you perform charts to figure out what's going on a very detailed, granular level. So right here, just for instance, we're just going to look at days on the market, and this is going to be all of the data in our MLS. That covers Volusia, Brevard, Orange, Seminole, Osceola. It really covers a lot of ground. And then we can also line this up against, if we're doing a loan in Deltona, how does Deltona market compared to the overall Central Florida market that we lend in? And this will show you, so you can kind of identify some trends. Not only is this helpful for us to make our underwriting, but it's also helpful to the borrowers. So we send this to the borrower now. As soon as we get an application for a loan, we're going to send them this information so they have a decent idea of what's going on in that market. Not all markets are performing the same as Orange County, so they may want to see, hey, should I expect longer days on the market? And then that'll affect their overall performance as well. For us, we want to know because maybe we need to price differently on the loan if there's more risk, or maybe we just don't need to do the loan at all. So this is going to be part of all of our underwriting going forward, and then we're also going to share it with the borrower. So pretty cool. There's a lot of data here. This was market activity just to show you how many units are being sold in that area. Pricing trends, gonna look at, the median or average sales price. Pricing ratios, this is kind of neat. Our price is dropping compared to the list price. So what does the property actually sell for compared to its original list price? And then what's the trend on a monthly basis? And then compare that to the overall market, or even maybe a zip code. So get really finite. Days on market, and then supply and demand. How many months of supply does this market have? So it can kind of tell you, like for instance here, Deltona is trending up, their inventory is trending up, which is a consistent trend across the market. We're still seeing a lot of unsatisfied, so still think we're in a very healthy market. Anyways, this is just gonna be another tool in our chest for our underwriting, and we're also gonna share this with our borrowers. We're really trying to add value to our borrowers, not only through Privy, our deal finding AI-powered app, but also stuff like smart charts that's going to give our borrower more knowledge to be able to make better deals for themselves, which are better lends for us. So really cool. I believe I've mentioned before, this is the first month that we've processed payments through our new loan servicing software. That's really exciting for us. Not only does it mean we got that out of the way, but now we can really delve into our investor and borrower portals. This is going to provide a lot more information to both our borrowers and investors. We think it's going to add value on both sides as well. Now you're going to be able to see, hey, what does the portfolio actually consist of? So you get a really idea if you want to know that level of information. But that'll be available, and I can see in the next couple months, we'll start including that on the monthly email. So not only will you get the monthly performance fact sheet, not only will you get the unaudited financial statements, but you'll get a portfolio breakdown of what we're actually invested in. So it's a really clear picture for you guys. So as I stated previously, we've had a good month for raising capital. If you want to invest any more capital, you only have to invest $1,000 increments. There's no minimum $25,000, $50,000. So if you have any more money that you'd like to invest, we welcome it. If you have any friends that are accredited investors and you want to share your experience of Capital Funding's Mortgage Fund 1 with them, and maybe they'll possibly become an investor, we will really appreciate the introduction. And we're also on our next presentation out of the Villages, we're bringing in a self-directed IRA company. What they're going to be able to do is kind of talk to investors about the benefits of using a self-directed IRA that is eligible to invest in Capital Fundings. The number one main advantage of investing through your IRA is there's no taxes, it's tax-free. A lot of people don't even know that they can invest through an IRA, but it is possible. We've got a couple investors in the fund currently that are doing it. We think this is also going to be a great opportunity for us to raise additional capital through this company's current clientele. All right, so we'll be back at you next month with a performance update, trying to get those yields up for you guys. Enjoy your month, and we'll talk to you soon. As always, if you need to get a hold of me, text me, call me, email me, alex@capfund.com, cell phone number 407-616-0942. We're always here. We're always able to answer questions or any concerns you guys may have. So we'll talk to you next month. Thanks.